The result's quite obvious.
And what results are those?
Whatever he hits, he destroys.
How you doing, everyone? My name is Ryan and this is Ade, and welcome back to another edition of Boxtalk. They say GGG ain't fought no one. Even though he's fought most probably the best list of people in the current middleweights, he still ain't fought no one.
Yeah.
Now he's fighting a guy that many have beaten, Felix Sturm.
Yeah.
A guy many have beaten, Sergio Martina.
I definitely did. Yeah.
Yeah. And now he's going to be told that he ain't fought no one again.
Yeah.
I'm talking about GGG versus Martin Murray in Monaco,
21st
of February.
21st of Feb.
First, before we start breaking the fight down, is he going to get any credit, GGG, for winning this fight or losing this fight, or regardless of what happens, does he get any credit?
No. No, he's not going to get any credit. He's not. Let's be honest, he's not. And the reason he might not get credit, well, you know, he'll get credit over these sides of the shore.
Yeah.
These sides of the pond, he'll get credit because we know Martin Murray. That side of the pond, i.e. America, he won't get credit. And the reason being because Martin Murray's not fought in America. So you can kind of understand the American, you know, even like the casual boxing fans that are probably looking at, who's just Martin Murray for? He hasn't fought Peter Quillen, he hasn't fought Gabriel Rosado, he hasn't fought in, do you know what I mean? They won't look at the fact Martin Murray fought in Argentina because they don't even, that didn't even happen over there in America for them to know. They won't look at the fact that he fought Felix Sturm and got a draw, which basically means a win. They won't look at that. They're looking at like, oh, GGG's fighting a Brit.
They always say that GG ain't fought no one. He got to fight a marquee name. When the only marquee name available to him is Andre Ward or Miguel Cotto, who both ain't agreed to fight with him. And
both are not in his weight class, really.
There you go.
Do you know what I mean? So who else can he fight in middleweight? Cotto, look, every middleweight, and I've said this the other day, Carl Froch tweeted it, Freddie Roach obviously manages, promotes, trains, Cotto tweeted it, oh, GGG brings no money to the table. There's almost like this get out clause, which is the most...
That's the way to get out of fights now.
Yeah, oh, it doesn't bring any money to the table.
I think it's a very good fight. I also think it's a risky fight.
Oh, for who?
Huh? For both.
Okay.
I think...
Interesting.
Martin Murray's style...
Yes.
He's a big guy, big at the weight.
Martin Murray's the biggest middleweight there is.
But he's not much of a... He's not a bigger puncher.
No, his weight... You're right, it's a very good point. I'll let you go,
But his style of fighting... where he's aggressive, he's busy, but he uses his jab well.
Yeah.
He uses his movement well, and he knows to cut a fighter down.
Yeah.
That's something we haven't seen with GGG.
Yeah.
Most people GGG fights go backwards.
Yes.
Or they want to come forwards, and then start going backwards.
Yeah.
Martin Murray's style of fighting, knowing that he can't travel to the US to get big fights, knowing that he ain't getting the big fights on the UK scene, because the Barker's gone now, Macklin's gone. Macklin's fallen off, and he's tied up with the Kobarov. With Quillen, Billy Joe Saul and stuff.
Yes.
So you got a talented fighter who's getting no credit and no respect. Feels he's been robbed in his 2 fights against world titleists.
Yes.
Feels he's a champion.
Yes. Feels he's unbeaten.
Going into a fight against someone who only shown how to fight forwards.
Yeah.
They're going to meet in the middle of the ring.
You have made that. You know, stop the video. I'm going to Monaco now. You've made that quite exciting.
It is going to be
It's almost like, remember Apollo Creed versus Sona? I think it was the end of, was it the end of 3 or 4? Where they're mucking about and then they go, It almost reminds me of that. I think, look, the problem for me is that I don't know how far Murray's gone backwards from those 2 very impressive performances against Martinez and Sturm. I said this on the video that we done. I can't remember what video. For the preview of his last fight. How far back has Murray gone? If Murray is the same Murray from the Sturm and Martinez performances, we've got a great fight here.
GGG has shown certain elements, but I think Murray could show maybe GGG's not a Terminator.
That's a very good point. That's exactly what I think Murray has to show, that GGG isn't. He's not a machine. Dolph Lundgren.
You and this Rocky.
Yeah. He's not a machine. I watched Rocky 4 last night, by the way. And I think that Murray has all the tangibles to show it. Look, one thing we've realised, and people can watch the fights and make their own conclusion. Danny Gill versus GGG. GGG got hit.
Yeah.
Even the punch that knocked out Danny Gill, it was almost a case of both of them knocking at each other at the same time. It was who was the most powerful. The thing for me, you said they're going to meet in the centre of the ring. As big as Murray is, his KO record will say that. You know, that doesn't what it's
more of a grinder than a puncher.
This is it for me. I feel like you need something to
to keep
GGG away.
To keep him honest.
Yeah, to keep him honest and keep him thinking, keep him working. If he lands in the first couple of rounds, i.e. Murray lands on GGG and it has no effect, then GGG is going to run through.
See, the thing with GGG, and I'm a huge GGG fan, everyone knows I'm a huge GGG fan, you have to look at exactly what he's done in the ring. Yeah? And what he is knocking people out. Yeah? And even fights where it goes like the fight with Curtis Stevenson.
Yeah.
It went to Curtis Stevens. It went 8 rounds, I think. Was it 8 rounds?
7, I
yeah,
think,
7, 8 rounds, yeah. But he was always on the front foot.
Yes, he was.
We haven't seen him actually lose a round or two and say, oh, I have to bring this back up and blah, blah. And those are things that make you an elite fighter, make you a great fighter, is that adversity. And can Murray show that? I don't know. But we're going to find out that night exactly what GG's all made of, because he's going to have to feel pressure. When you say pressure fighter, you think of, say, again, Rios. Stand right in front of you and just throw punches all night. When I'm talking about pressure, I'm talking about psychological pressure, where someone is actually there in range, throwing shots, not being busy, not scared, and when you move, they move with you. That's what Murray does, because he always stays in that proximity. He does. Where it's kind of, oh, there you go, and you're always with the person.
He's got an engine as well.
It's a different sort of pressure. You know what I mean? People look at pressure and think, oh, you've got to be a slugger. You don't have to be a slugger to provide pressure. Pressure is how you conduct yourself within that close distance. And I'm trying to say, keeping the other person honest. This is what I'm trying to say, but this is what does Murray well. He's travelled before, not once, not twice, to the big stage against champions in their hometown. Yeah. These are things that world champions do. Even though he's not a champion, when you look at all the great champions of all time, they travel around the world and they say, oh, it's not fighting my hometown, fight here, fight there. They travel. And so to be able to travel on the road, fight on the road, and compete, and in people's opinions, win on the road. I don't think Murray won the Stern fight. You know what I mean? I think the Sergio Martinez fight was close, but it shows that you perform well on the road. Most fighters can't do that.
Where's GGG's state of mind here? We've got a guy that, let's be honest, he's been calling out Andre Ward, he's been calling out Carl Froch, he's been calling out Cotto. Yeah. Murray's probably his 5th or 6th option in terms of who he wants to fight. He's going away from Madison Square Garden, Sellout, and I can't remember where he fought again, where Sean Porter Brook fought, I can't remember, it was Carson City. I think it is, again, Sellout. He's now going, if you like, backwards a little bit to Monaco. Where's his mindset?
GGG's mindset's fine. He's like, look, I'm fucking GGG. This is what I do. I'm a world-class amateur with one of the most experienced amateurs in the world. I'm a world champion with maybe 8, 9, 10, 11 defenses under his belt. He's moving forward. He's like, look, this is what I've got to do to get to where I've got to go. I fought in Monaco last year. Didn't he fight in last year? The fight in Monaco,
years back.
He fought Ishida. The guy that knocked out Kirkland. So
good fight.
But he knows where he's at right now. He's seeing this. And guess what? I'm the champion. I'm defending my title. I'm the guy with the undefeated record. This guy is a threat. He's come to do something to me. But look what I do. I knock people out.
Where is Murray in relation to the fights that he's had recently? Stevens, Gill, Rubio. Okay. Where's Murray in that lot? Okay. Is he kind of with them on par?
Okay. If on my money, I'll mostly have Murray top 2 or 3 of the whole bunch. His downfall with Murray is that when you have to give people credit for what they've done. Gill is a former world champion.
Yes.
You have to give him that. Rubio was a former interim. He had, I think he had the WBC for a short time as well. When they stripped when they gave it to him. Whatever. The point I'm making is, these guys were world champions at that time for a period of time. So you can't say Murray is as high as them because they were world champions. Give them credit. But in terms of actual fighting, he's equivalent or better than most of them. Okay. The only person I feel, again, Macklin is a good fighter, but Macklin's undersized, a very, very small middleweight.
Murray would have run through Macklin.
Exactly. So you've got to look at it and say exactly where they're standing at the time they fought. But I think Murray is a legitimate fighter, legitimate top 3, top 4 in the world. You can't ask for better than that when you look at GG's current run. Okay,
I think I know who you think's going to win. I think 99% of people have GGG winning. How?
GG's going to win this fight, and there's a simple reason why GG's going to win this fight. And I mentioned in another video before. GG's power is real. It's not a joke.
Say that.
It is not a joke. Every time I think I mentioned about maybe 5 or 6 times.
Split Stevens' face more than anything.
Every time he hits someone, they pulled his face like, ooh, what the fuck was that? And that's what happened. You've got the potential, you've got the skills to make the fight competitive, but that power is real. Okay. GGG is not a joke. There's a reason why he don't bring enough money. There's a reason why Andre Ward don't want a piece. The reason why Chavez don't want a piece. The reason why Froch don't want a piece. The reason no one don't want a piece. This guy is for real.
Okay, where does he go? Let's be honest, because you just mentioned listen, you had about 7 names you just mentioned there. None of them seem to want the fight. Cotter's not going to
have the fight.
Cotter's not going to fight him. Chavez would fight him, I think.
Yeah, Chavez would fight him.
Chavez would fight him.
I feel GGG's going to be one of those few fighters that has been there to call out people and fight them, but he's never going to get opportunity. GGG's in his 30s already.
33?
Yeah.
33?
Let's be honest, his athletic prime is coming closer to the end.
Yeah.
He is a middleweight. He said he can make 154 and he can make 168, but he's not. He's a middleweight and he's a middleweight
And
champion.
he's a perfect middleweight, isn't he? His physique is perfectly built for middleweight boxing, yeah.
With age and with size, he will depreciate and then someone will fight him and get a cheap victory. But as it stands right now, there is no one in the middleweight division that's going to fight him at middleweight. They're going to try to pull him somewhere up.
Yeah.
Then GGG.
Alright, so we have a Martin Murray problem here. We know he can't travel to America. We know his promoter is now South African. So in terms of British fights, that kind of... What does Martin Murray do if he loses this fight? I mean, this Monaco thing is fantastic. But at the end of the day, he's from Manchester.
Martin Murray's in a good position, trust me.
He's in a good position, but he's from Manchester. I want to see him fight in Manchester. Because I feel like Andy Lee fights there. Billy Joe Saunders fights there. Chris Eubank Jr. kind of away from that. But there's big fights in there. Where does he go?
See, here's the thing with Martin Murray. Martin Murray is in a good position, whereas he's homegrown.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've got a young, fresh stable of fighters at middleweight and super middleweight that are ready to hit that type of European/world class.
Does he want that though? Does he?
No. You mentioned Billy Joe Saunders.
Yeah.
You mentioned Andy Lee.
Yeah.
You mentioned
Andy Lee's the one.
Yeah. Those fights are fights that could be made within the next year to 18 months comfortably. He has a fight or two. Murray might go up in weight to 168.
Yeah.
Where you
then it opens up a whole can of worms. Yeah.
Again, the UK scene is huge right now.
I'd love to see Murray versus George Groves.
Do you get me?
Oh, I'd love to see that fight.
Do you get my point? So Murray's in a good position.
Yeah.
Let's be fair. When you're Murray's size, I don't think 168 is a problem.
No. His 30-day weigh-in was 169.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to say. You got to look at it in potential and put it all together and say, guess what? He's in In honesty, he's in a better position than GGG. Because at least Murray's got fights to have,
which will fight Murray.
Which will make money on his hometown.
Yeah.
Where GG don't have that.
All right.
GG has to literally pick and scratch to get an opportunity.
All right. So there you go, guys. Gennady Golovkin. What's it? Gennady Golovkin, isn't it? I love that name. It's fucking quality name, isn't it? Gennady Golovkin.
I'm just going to quit GGG because I can't pronounce it.
So GGG versus MM. February 21st. Look, close fight, but we, as you can tell, probably gone GGG. I think 99% of the world are going to go GGG in this fight. But that's not because Martin Murray ain't good, it's because GGG is that bloody good. Yeah. I'm not joking, I'll be shocked if GGG can stop Murray. That'll be a thing, you know. GGG to stop Martin Murray. I know you say GG's power's real, but Martin Murray hasn't shown no weakness in the chin at all, by the way.
But okay, did Daniel Gill show you weakness in the chin?
No.
Yeah. No. Okay. Did who else?
Rubio.
The Rubio show
Not really. No.
Yeah. And what about the body? Look at Macklin.
Even Curtis Stevens ain't really shown you.
Yeah, exactly. And look at Macklin with the body. Yeah. Wherever this guy hits you, it's gonna hurt.
Alright, another film one. What he hits, he destroys. Alright, there you go. Look, added one there. So yeah, GGG Martin Murray, 21st of February, Monaco. I'm actually flying out, I think, for that fight. Have you noticed?
Good luck.
I'm trying to fly out for that fight. I've got to go and watch that fight live. Hopefully my press accreditation comes. If not, then I'm going to swim there and just get in something else. But guys, look, big fight, middleweight fight. Martin Murray, I think, ranked probably number 5 in the middleweights right now. 4-5.
Yeah.
GGG number 1. I don't care what anyone says. Forget Cotto people. GGG number 1. Decent fight, number 1 versus number 5. Who do you think is going to win? Leave your comments below. Email us your comments as well at
boxtalk@hotmail.co.uk. Don't forget to follow us at Twitter at Boxtalk.uk and Instagram Boxtalk_1.
Okay, guys, and also don't forget to subscribe. The usual stuff, you know it is. Thanks a lot for watching this edition of Box.